Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And we are at Technique Tuesday, and we are going to be doing number 55 in from my 1987 leaflet, 63 Easy to Crochet Pattern Stitches combined to make an Heirloom Afghan. And it's called the Parallel Post Stitch. And we actually did this yesterday on the sweater that I made there toward when we was finishing up the sweater, and I just love that stitch. So yeah, we did that, and I was like very excited to see that. So this ought to be easy. Let me see where we are in the camera here, and I'll make sure in the right place. All right, so we are going to start with a slip knot, and we're going to chain 27. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in the third chain from the hook, we are going to half double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Half double crochet, and well, in case you're new to crochet, a half double crochet is wrapping your hook, going into the chain, coming out with a loop, and you have 3 loops on your hook. Now you're going to go through and go through all 3. That's a half double crochet. So we're going to do that in every chain across. So by the time that we get to the end of this chain, you'll have 25 half double crochets. I'm guessing that the chain 2s are not going to work, not going to count. But we're going to count here in a minute and see if they do or not. But it's in my pattern. It's not telling me whether it counts or not. So we will see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. No. So the chain 2 does not count in this pattern. So you should have 25 half double crochets across there. Okay. Chain 2 and turn. And So we're just going to put a half double crochet in every stitch across now. And you should still have 25 half double crochets once you all right, chain 2 and turn. All right, so now we're going to half double crochet in the first stitch. And we're going to work a front post half double crochet. So this is a little bit different than what we were doing yesterday. I don't want to, so in this down here, in these half double crochets, we're going to work around the front post. And of course, this is going to be the right side of your work. You're going to skip the next stitch behind it and put a half double crochet in the next stitch. All right, now you're going to go around the next stitch here and do a half double crochet in that row below that we had just done. Skip that stitch, and we're going to do this all the way across. So we're going to do a half double crochet, front post half double crochet. It's called front post half double crochet. So every other one is going to be a front post half double crochet. We're not chaining. All right. So you should still have 25 stitches. And we are on the home stretch of these, by the way, the last 9 of them, of these squares. And then we're going to have to sew them together. And I may start that one of these Thursdays. Sew together squares. Or show you exactly how I'm going to do it. Anyway. Let's see. All right. So here's the last one. And the last stitch. And that's what it should look like. Okay. So that was row 3. And row 4 is we're going to chain 2 and turn. And this, when you're on the wrong side, all you're doing is half double crocheting across. And you should still have 25 half double crochets. So all your even rows will just be regular half double crochets across. This is going to be easy in pattern actually. Chain 2 and turn. That is what it looks like. Alright, so now we're going to half double crochet in the first stitch. This is row 5. And then you know how we did this half double crochet down here? We're going to half double crochet around that post. You're going to skip the next stitch and half double crochet in the next. And then we're going to half double crochet around the post. So we're front posting half double crochet around the post of the half double crochet. And so every other one, that is what you're going to do. Yesterday we did a double crochet front post. We didn't do a half double crochet front post. All right. I don't know about you guys, but this morning this is Sunday morning, Sunday morning before this airs on Tuesday. We ended up with 4 inches of snow. And so I think it stopped snowing, but we had to go to church, and by the time we got out of there, we ended up with 3 inches, and then we decided to go down to Waffle House to eat breakfast, and because we've never been to Waffle House, and we've lived here for 8 years and never been to our local Waffle House, so I was like, oh my gosh, we've got to do that. So we went down to the Waffle House and had breakfast. Very good breakfast, by the way. If you ever get a chance to go to Waffle House, if you guys have one. It's a very good breakfast there. Alright. And then you'll always end up with that half double crochet at the end. And this is what it looks like so far. So what you're going to do, let me see, how many inches? I have 9 inches here. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to repeat rows 4 and 5 until it gets 9 inches. Okay? And to make a perfect square. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get mine done off camera and let you get yours done. And I will be back to show you how to do the border on this square. Okay, so here is, it's 9 inches by 9 inches. And one thing I wanted to let you know is I did a row of half double crochets at the top because there's a row at the bottom. And I think, even though it says not to, but I think it makes it look a lot better. It, you know, that it's uniform. Anyway, so it's up to you what you want to do, but that's how I did mine. I'm going to cut this off and add my other color on so we can do our border. And I'm going to use the magic knot to do that. All right. Make that tight before we... Now let me put those back in. I just only took one out. Alright, so we're going to chain one and turn, and so we've got the front facing us right now. You see the front of it, which has got the nice little cables. It kind of looks like cables. I love that. That is so cool. You could do a whole sweater with that stitch. Anyway. One thing about doing these squares with you guys is I have learned a lot of neat stitches. And even though they are old stitches, they're still good, you know, today's day and age. Sometimes the old ones are the best. So we are going to put 2 single crochet in this first stitch. And then we're just going to single crochet in every stitch across. And so we had 25 stitches across minus 2. 23 is our magic number today on this square. Okay, in this last stitch right here, we're going to put 2 single crochet, chain 2, and 2 single crochet in that same stitch. Alright, now I'm talking about a magic number, and this is the reason why. In between the corners, we have 23 stitches. So in between the corners going down the side, we should have 23 stitches. So we want to make sure that we have 23 stitches going down the side so that all the sides match, because this is a perfect square. Alright, so these are all chains, 2s, and half double crochets. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just out of curiosity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4. It looks like that there's 26 rows, so we want to make sure that we put one. What we're going to do is we're going to skip this one and go into this one right here, and oh my goodness, we're doing singles, not halves, and put a single crochet in there, and then we're going to put a single crochet. So there's 2, 3, we're just putting one in each one, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and here's 12, and then we're going to skip this one, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We'll skip this one, 20, and then 21, 22, and 23. And now we're at the top again, and we are going to put, this is our corner right here, we need to put 2 single crochets in there, chain 2, and 2 single crochets in that same stitch. And now all you have to do now is go across the bottom and then do the same thing on the side like we did over here, making sure we have 23 stitches on all 4 sides so it looks uniform. So I will do mine off camera, and I'll let you get yours done, and I will see you at the beginning where we started. Okay, so I'm right here at the last one, and I'm going to finish off my corner right here because I started it here, and now I'm just going to finish it off by connecting a half double crochet to the very first stitch that I made, and that will make my corner. Okay, the next thing we need is some stitch markers. Need about 4 of them because we're going to need to put stitch markers in our corners for this next round. Some tacks in there. Alright, so we're going to chain 1, and in the front loop only, we're actually going to slip stitch. So in the front loops only, we're going to slip stitch, and you're going to do this not too tight, not too loose. So sort of like that. If you think that your slip stitches are too tight, then go up a hook size and try that. If you think that they're too loose, then go down a hook size. So we're just slip stitching in the front loops only across here to the corner. And then when you get to the corner, you're going to skip over the corner, which is the reason why we have these stitch markers in there, because once you skip over that corner, the corners like to hide. They seem to hide on us, we can't find them. So it's so much easier to put a stitch marker in there. So then you're just going to continue around in the front loop only, skipping over the corners. So you're going to go all the way around it like that, and we will be back whenever we get to where we started there for. So we are all the way around there with our slip stitches, and I am actually going to slip stitch into the very first slip stitch that we made to end that round. And now we're going to pull these forward, these slip stitches, and in the back you're going to see the back loops that we never got to work in. And so you'll have to go into those, and we're going to put a single crochet in those. So we're putting single crochets in those back loops all the way to the corner. And then when you get to the corner, you'll pull it up, put your needle in there, pull out your stitch marker. We're going to put 3 singles in that corner. And then you're just going to continue on with the back loops, putting single crochets, and we're just going to do this all the way around. And when I get this square done, we'll come back and we'll see what it looks like. And we'll see you then. Okay, so this is what our square looks like, and I really love this. This would make a nice washcloth. Now, this side would be a nice scrubby side. This side would be a nice just wipe off side, and even this side don't look bad. I mean, really, even the back of that don't look too bad. And this would make a very nice washcloth. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun making this with me. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye bye now.